Hello, everybody. Guess I should have my monitor off. Otherwise, you guys will be able to hear me twice. I wanted to do a stream today, and I thought about doing Hogwarts, but I think I'm going to wait to do that on Tuesday. And I wanted to get some Minecraft stuff done today for my next YouTube episode. Just to forewarn you, I don't have the last episode out yet, and I'm going to be doing stuff for the next one. So if you're following along and you're rewatching this, you may want to look away so you don't get any spoilers, but I'm not doing anything too crazy today. Just going to be moving stuff around and setting up some new systems for the next episode. I'll jam to some music while we do it. Checking out a new channel on Pretzel. Just testing out my marker. I set up a thing to make it so that I can put in make it so I can put markers in my video files, and I also set it up so that I can stream and record at the same time. And I wanted to make sure when I hit the marker, basically the marker works where you hit it and then it puts in a loud beep in the background on an audio track that is not used. And when I'm editing, I can see that audio track. I can use it to mark where I have clips to cut out. But I wanted to make sure I had it set up so that it didn't play that loud, annoying beep to the stream, and it does not, which is good. Taking forever to load my terrain today. I think that's because I'm streaming. Normally it loads up fairly quickly. Hopefully it didn't break. I have a habit of things breaking when I'm trying to do a stream, just because, you know, of course it does. I was looking for a new mod today, but I couldn't find one that I liked. But I want to be able to scale the UI of Minecraft, so the game itself, to keep that bigger. That way on videos and on the stream it's easier to read. But I want to scale the menus smaller because the menus are clunky when you're using GUI scale 3. So if anybody knows of something that might work for that, hit me up on the Discord so I can look. The playlist I'm playing is the Dungeons and Dragons playlist on Pretzel Rocks, which is copyright-free music, which is awesome. Checking it out. I may do some behind-the-scenes stuff today too, messing around with mods, if I feel up to it, or if I get around to it. My main goal for the Minecraft today is that I am going to be relocating everything. Last night I spent maybe half an hour playing around. I took down all of the old systems at our starter base except for the mob farm, and they're all inside of our refined storage system at the moment. So I want to set up all the different islands to have like what their purpose is, and then slowly start setting systems back up that we've already made in places where I have space to do them. I set up an island called resource generation. So I'm going to move the deep slate and blackstone generators up there, and then I'm going to try to use that similar design to set up the sifters for gravel, sand, dust, and soul sand, and see what I can do. I might do some work on setting up some better ways to produce things like soul sand, getting into crops and stuff today too. That might be what I'm going to focus on the next episode. We have our power set up, so we have a lot more power. We can set the lava generation back up. My goodness, this is like, I think it's locked up, so we might have to crash and restart. Yep. Okay. I do have it set up so I can show you the first loader in case I do decide to change any mods up, and I want to show you that, but I don't know if I'm going to do that or not. I had this set up so that I was in game before I started, but then I decided to mess around with a mod. I should have just let it go. Started the stream. Live and learn. Fortunately, it doesn't take too long to boot up. My old PC, it would have been like another 30 minutes to stream just to get back into game. See if this goes a little quicker. Like I said, Hogwarts we'll do again on Tuesday this week. Thought about doing one this weekend. Didn't get time because I missed Thursday last week. But Tuesday we'll be back to it. Tuesday and Thursday this week. I have time set aside for it after work. And hopefully we'll get to the... I'm hoping this week we can get to the point where we can fly around and stuff in Hogwarts. Because that, according to people, really makes the game open up a bit more. Oh no, I crashed again. Alright, maybe it's because of the thing I changed. I'm going to go in here. First of all, let's make sure I don't have... Maybe I didn't take off the mods I was messing with. I had... It was some sodium stuff that I was doing. Well, that didn't help. Oh yeah, I left those on, and those are not working. So that is definitely what's causing the crash. I'm just going to delete both of them. I'm actually going to turn this back so the content management is off. And we'll put it back. At some point I might do like a stream or an episode about how to use CurseForge to set up mods and stuff like that. I've always wanted to set up my own mod pack, and it's just so time consuming to get everything to work. Alright, this should go much better now that I don't have the mods in. I was trying to find something that had some options on how to change the UI. No, I didn't check. Make sure that YouTube was sounding correct since I'm streaming to both. While I'm loading it real quick. Oh, definitely loaded faster that time. I also want to do some work with setting up YouTube so I can do a little more bells and whistles with the streaming on there. That's been on my to-do list for a long time, and I just haven't gotten around to it. There we go. Things are working great. I was concerned also that I'm streaming and recording at the same time right now. It's the first time I've done that, so I may run into some technical issues, but hopefully not. Okay, so I set up a receiver, a transmitter, a crafting grid, and a network card. So the transmitter goes here. We're working on ore processing. No, not ore processing. We're working on resource generation today. What got me going with the UI is I want to have this UI like this so that you can see stuff here better. And then I want to be able to scale this down to 2 because this is much nicer. But if I do that, then the icons are really tiny to see and all that stuff. So what I was trying to find is a mod where I could do both. I just want to have a UI scale and then a menu scale. But no such luck. Okay, so let me. I want to go back here. I became conscious of the fact that when you teleport here, no matter where you teleport from, you're facing a certain direction. So I want to put the receiver like right here. That way, when I teleport in, I'm right at the crafting grid. We're gonna set it like that. We'll set network card to match this, and we will put this into here. Which means if I go to resource generation, cool, now everything's working. What's really neat about these receivers is that they act like they're physically connected to the other side. So I don't have to power this system. I don't have to do anything at all. It all is one system. And if I go back to here, when we look at the controller, all those crafting grids and stuff that are on the other sides show up in here. I think they do anyway. Yeah, crafting grid times 4. Gray crafting grids, this one, so that just shows the crafting. I could also, at some point, I might make it so that they're different colors so I know which one's which and which part of the network is where. But I'm also not going to get too crazy about it because before too long, I'm going to switch over to Applied Energistic. We'll still use Refined Storage for some smaller stuff, but when we get to our main, like, control the whole map stuff, it's cool. You can see the power over there, and over there you can see that is our ore processing. And so we'll be able from here to be able to see like stuff getting bigger as we go. I like that. Okay. So this is Resource Generation Island. So first thing I think I want to do is I'm going to go down to our center storage. Oh, I also renamed these with Z's in front of them just so that they're at the bottom of the menu. So I can get to stuff easy. This thing needs to move. Oh, just thought of one thing. I need a silk cut to do that. Wonder if they're... I think the easiest way to get the Silk Touch is just going to be through vanilla. I have tons of levels. So let's do... I only have 60 paper. What do I have as far as sugarcane? Not a whole heck of a lot. So up until now, to get sugarcane, we've been sifting dirt. Obviously, we can grow sugarcane, but I don't have any like systems for really growing it. I do want to get into mystical agriculture soon to get that, but because I think that's going to be how I want to grow stuff. We're getting the cart before the horse. Let's see what we can do with what we have. Any other ways to make paper? Well, we can use sawdust. Which is, we make a precision sawmill, we can put wood through it. How hard would it be to make a precision sawmill? Another thing I'd like to work on today is organizing our crafters so that things have more space. Pull these up to separate them from the mechanism stuff for now. So precision small sawmill. Oh, we can make... Ooh. Easy peasy. Another thing I need to do is I have like all the automated things over here, but I don't have anywhere to just sit machines that I want to use. But we want to automate this one anyway. So I need an importer. I need a crafter. And I need a flux point. I have a bunch of them. Grab the rest of these too. When I do them. Flux point down. Precision sawmill on top. Crafter on top of that. Importer on the back. Cable. This we need to configure the energy, pulls in from the bottom, items. We get input from the top and output to the... Oh, no, that's not right. Cool. So now if I send a recipe into the precision sawmill, it will work. Sawdust for mechanism. I just want plank. Where's the plank? Plank. Okay, so this is a similar thing that I was dealing with before. It's the last one. Okay, so the planks, it says 25%. So I get sticks, but I get sawdust as a 25% chance. I don't know that there's anything that's 100% chance, though. So I think I don't want to do it this way. Instead, what's it called? These things. Detector. So let's pull this back up. I'll just pull this machine out. I can leave that there. We will be putting another machine in eventually. Let's put it over here. I'm gonna put the detector right here. Actually, like this. We'll need another importer. Put this down. We'll put a power. Put our precision sawmill down. I'm gonna put the importer here. And so these are set to only work with without redstone. And then this is going to be items. And then I think I'm going to have to do several of these just to get some sawdust. The reason I don't want to set this up with a crafting recipe when I need sawdust is because I don't get sawdust every time. You can see it's a 25% chance. So if I send the recipe, it won't get the sawdust back, and then it will think that the recipe is still waiting for something to process. So instead, I'm going to export planks into here, and I'll import the sawdust. And then I will set it up so that we keep doing that until we have a certain amount of sawdust in the system. If this gives us sawdust, maybe the chance is better with something else. %, if I use that. I think that's going to be a moot point because I think it costs 6 logs to make those, and then I have a 50% chance of getting sawdust back. So if I use logs, it's still a 25% chance, and then I get planks. That might be the better way to do it because the logs would be... Having logs and planks in the system is good. Those sticks, I would end up with so many sticks that I don't really need them. Let's process some logs and see how much sawdust. But having extra planks in the system isn't going to hurt me. I mean, sticks wouldn't either, but I'd rather have extra planks than extra sticks. Assuming that this actually gives us sawdust. It says it's 25% chance of sawdust. Oh, finally got one. Okay, I'm gonna just set this up to be, for now, just stop when there's 5 in there. We got another one. Put the Problem is, as far as this being a renewable paper, I need to set up renewable logs. I really need to get into mystical agriculture. Maybe we should focus on doing that, but I want to get some things moved. You know what? I think I'm doing all this to try to get papers so I can get Silk Touch, because I want to Silk Touch that blue ice, and I have more blue ice in the system, and I can craft a ton of blue ice, so whatever. Let's just move on. Move on with our day. I need a bucket. Oh, the other thing I want to do quick is put some of this stuff away. Those I want to use, those I want to bring with me. This is all stuff that I got from tearing down the starter place, and I just want to put it back in the system. I will use it, but not at this moment. This can stay. I'm trying to keep my tools and weapons and stuff in my backpack, so I don't have to search for them real hard when I get to the other these. So. I can say. Okay, good. Bucket. Bucket is what I came for. Bring a stack of them. We keep all but one in here now. That way I have them if I need them. We're tearing this down because we want to move it up to its home. Do it this way. I have my magnet on. So if I break this one, then I break all of these, I should grab. Grab stuff. Cobbles. Okay, so that system is gone. Let's move it up to where it's going to go. So we're going to go to ore or resource generation. So I think I want to set this one kind of just like right in the middle. Let's do some planning ahead here. So this is like the where we walk in. I'm going to be building a building up here. So I think I'll have like a little lobby, and then we'll start planning the things here. Let's not get too crazy, but let's move it back here so we have some space to build around it. And then we're going to just work our way back. So we will do our ender chest like that. Oh, not like that. I want them like that so I can access. You know, and I don't need do here like this. I can just do. Actually, let me think about that. They're like that because never mind. They're like that because the sifters go right on top of it. Because the sifter drops its stuff below. That's why I did it that way. And then each of these has a hammer behind it. And then the hammers get flux compactors on top. The extruders themselves go right up against these. I want to grab some glass. Do clear glass, why not? Then the lava goes down here. Blue ice on the side. Packed ice on this side. Wait a minute. I don't need the magma block underneath. Just realized that I was doing the magma block underneath to get the smooth deep slate. Cobble deep slate will work just fine. At least in this power. Oh, and then this glass is actually... Yeah, that works fine. This needs mesh. And I'm actually going to switch my upgrades. This is an interesting song. You know, I could do, now that I don't have the magma block on that side, I could put it like this and make it even more compact. Because I only did it the other way to make it symmetrical before. Okay, then we need the exporters. Okay, and then this is Blackstone, so this is Blackstone Pebbles. And this one is Deep Slate Pebbles. I need a stack upgrade in each. Not like that. And then this one gets a stack upgrade and Cool, we're back to running again. And if I wanted, I could get a cover to cover that up so it doesn't, you can't see the cable go through the ground. But that's nice and compact. And that restores our ancient debris. 30,000 ancient debris. Oh my gosh. 17,000 uranium. That's pretty crazy. I did let it run a while last night while I was doing some stuff, but that's sort of ridiculous. I also put in a bigger disk here so that we don't have to worry so much. I do have almost 500,000 stuff stored in there, so I do have to work out some more of this. But I don't really want to work on doing this too much until I redesign this area a little bit more. But I thought the first part of doing that was getting the resource generation off to its own island. This is supposed to just be storage, and right now I have like all this auto crafting and stuff going here. So I want to diversify it and put it out a little. I do want to get another one of these trade carpets. And I already have the glass on me. I'm going to go back up to resource generation. I think what I'm going to do is put this kind of, just to make it the same at every one, I'm going to put a little pen behind the panel for each of these. And I want that on every island I build. Because I do not, Arachnid Spear do not need. I want the traders to not bother me whenever we go anywhere. So any island I'm on, I want one of those. So I'm going to try to make it so all the islands have this at their center. This one actually should go. I want it right in the center, which is right in the middle of those. Let's fix that. Spelling it right would help too. So now if I come here, I want them all to be the same. When I teleport in, I want to be able to look forward to get to the crafting grid for the area. And I want to have behind that one of these pens, so I never have to deal with the traders at any of the island. So center storage is a little wonky because this I built on that side, but when I finish moving this area, I will put the crafting table here so that you spawn in looking at it, and then I'll move this behind it. And that'll be the same as the other ones. The power plant, I need to do the same thing. Right now, this is here. I want to move it all around. So this one I could probably do right now. So I need to go down to center storage. Pretty sure this was the one for power plant. I wonder if I could do something to name that. Maybe I should do a sign. Just so I know for the future. Cool, so this is working now, right in front of us. I feel like that's not centered, but it's okay. I can always change it there. Am I out of uranium? I'm out of processed uranium. Okay, that's something I need to address now. So at ore processing, this just puts out the uranium ore. And I don't have any uranium ore. So I need a recipe for this. Oh, I do have a recipe to craft that. Why is this not working? This should be crafting uranium ore and putting it here. Oh, this ran out of oxygen? Why you no do the thing? Oh, that's items. Gases. Input. Gases output. I don't understand why this isn't processing. It has power. Oh, it's not getting water. That was my mistake. Glad I noticed it now before the power ran out. Because that could have been really annoying. But this is back to processing. Okay, this is back to processing. So if I go back to power plant, it's currently at 12.3 buckets of fuel. I should watch. This should go in there. It gets put in, and now we're at 13.3 buckets of fuel. Excellent. Silly little configuration. Could have destroyed us. Would have shut the whole system down because I don't have any other backup power running. I do want to get that up at some point. Okay, so we moved this. That was one of our things today. This kind of stuff I want to move to. I want to go up to resource generation. I know I just set that down, but now I'm just thinking about it. It might be nice to have this. I guess that's good. This section out here, I'll divide it kind of into 4, but like we'll do it like it's a pie. Like that cone will be this type of generation where I am generating blocks and getting resources from it. And go back to center storage. So then we have generation like this where we're just stocking our inventory with that same stuff. But these are also ones where I generate cobblestone and I get stuff from it. So it's similar to those. I could move this whole system up to that same spot. At least the first 4. Kind of like a cobble works. Let's do that. I don't know what my music has gotten into, but this is not what I want to listen to today. Pick something new. Oh, didn't even realize this. There's a Minecraft station. Let's check that out. This needs to come with us too. And this. That can all stay hooked up for now because I need it for that other system until I move. So, resource generation again. Oh, are these not alphabetical? They're just in the order that they do. Oh, you can actually remove them. Oh, I'm silly. PowerPoint can go down. Portal can go down. There we go. That's much better. We want to go to resource generation. I'm just trying to think how I want to set this up to have it kind of follow a normal path. I want the controller to be pretty close to here so the cable doesn't have to go far off. And since we already have a cable right there, that sort of makes sense. Let's get some more cable. So, yeah, let's just do it like this. I will need an external storage. I'm going to have to paste that the other way. So let's go this. Put this in place. Put the external storage on. And there we go. And then we can go back to putting this back down. So there's cobblestone. This is the cobblestone one. And then in here, I want to link this one to this one. And if I did that correctly, we should have cobblestone for days in here. Yes, 5 point. Hammer. And which one is our gravel? Where did my smelter go? Did I drop it? Well, if I did, it's gone. Maybe I accidentally put it back in when I was doing that. Okay, so this is sand. And then the smelter goes here. And then this is glass. So we want to output to here. We want input from the back. Oh, you can hide counts. I want this to be locked. There we go. Oh, it is showing the fill level, but it is barely filled. Okay, flux points. Power's good. I need to get the upgrades. Ooh, this is using up power faster than I can handle. Oh, because I don't have any power turned on to it. And now it's fine. So I have the items outputting to the front. Does this have the hopper upgrade? No, it doesn't. Oh, it just doesn't have any stack upgrade. And then let's grab Void. So these are all set up, right? This has 4. I want this to actually have a Void upgrade at the bottom. Means we only have 33 million, but honestly, do I need more than 33 million cobblestone at this stage of the game? So this one has the Void. Just for consistency. I need another Void upgrade. I like this system where I can just craft anything from any of the islands. Eventually, like I said, I will get it set up with wireless, but not quite there yet. Cool. This is all set up. This is the bottleneck, but it's okay. I will speed up glass production at a future time. I should put one here for dust as well. So to do that, I'm going to need a cobble gen and 3 hammers. I'm going to need 3 upgrades for those hammers. I have the flux points. I'm going to need a barrel. Limited barrel. I need the void upgrade for that. Let's see if our other upgrades are done. Crafting 16 of these. Oh, they get processed over here. Okay, so we're just waiting on the induction smelter. I could probably speed that up in the future, but so they are working. Hello, how are you doing today? The backup. Right. Got one of them a while. For this row, it's going to be cobblestone, 3 flux hammers, barrel on front. I'm doing pretty good. Working on my next YouTube episode. This one's working, still waiting on those upgrades. This needs to have this set up. Out of energy. Did I hit the maximum capacity of my energy, or is this just not? Maybe that I just hit the max. Let's go ramp that up a little bit. What I think I want to do, have all the stuff to make another reactor. I think I'm going to make a second one. And then this will just be like my first reactor, and then I'll work on a new one. Because I have all the recipes to make them. Oh, I needed to not export all this right now. I think I want to replace that with... Is there a chest that only holds one? Actually, you know what I can do? This was... I had this set up because I was testing things. Instead of doing it like this, I put this exporter directly on here. I put the importer directly on here. Then I take the cables. And I don't have to worry about a buffer. It'll just export uranium as uranium is needed. And it'll pull the waste back into it. Excellente. Okay, so then if I go back to bigger reactors... Terminal. I'm going to build a second reactor. Start it like right here. Nine by 9 sounds like a good one. Probably get a builder spawned out. I'll make a bunch of reactor plants. Made that faster than I thought it would. I'm gonna need more of this. Missing uranium. This is processing. I could really probably speed this up faster. I don't have any upgrades in it. I still have the recipes for the mechanism upgrades in. Sure do. So let's do... I want to speed up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 machines. That's 80. Oh, wait, no, 40. 40 energy upgrades, too. Gonna take a while. Really, this is where I'm getting a backlog. These machines are waiting. We're doing our power. Once I put the energy upgrades, that'll help too. So now I... Child TM knows more about recent Minecraft mechanics than I do. I just watched him find a trial area and open a trial chest. I had to look up what those were. Frankly, so I'd be in the same boat. I haven't played past Minecraft 1.20, and I feel like the last Minecraft that I was like really up to date on the mechanics is Minecraft like 1.12. So I feel you on that. And then they just announced that they're going to be doing even more updates. Which, you know, I'm grateful for people that really want to play with more current stuff. But, like, I can't even keep up with what you're doing. I'm old. Be expected. All right, so still can't speak a whole sentence yet, and he's already a Minecraft prodigy. Yeah, that sounds about right. Just like his dad. You know, raised by wolves and all. Okay, so this one is maxed out now. Need a few more speeds for this one. One more speed, one more energy. So this one's good. This one still needs more, right? Nope, this one's good. This one's good. So we're just working on this one. I didn't mean you can't speak a whole sentence now. I meant that you could do a lot more things before you could speak a whole sentence because you said that you were raised by wolves. But that's a good joke. I approve. I think now I'm running out of oxygen. I need to put the upgrade to this machine. But you know what? I didn't even consider that. I need 8 more of these. All right, let's just finish where we were. So this has 8. This has 8. Now we're working on this machine. I was counting 5 because I was here, but this machine's also going to need the upgrades. Otherwise, I'm going to run out of water. So one more energy upgrade and that one's done. Yeah, so we're out of water because this is not able to keep up, which is what is to be expected. So the speed one, I'm also going to need 8. Oops. Still not quite keeping up. Closer. And now it's caught up. I think it's running out of energy. That's okay. That's what we're working on. Reactor glass or reactor casing. Now I'm missing iron. Ugh. So I have iron in here. I need to set up iron processing. So no, not resource generation or processing. I need to replicate this system now. I'm gonna do like a whole row. This should be plenty. Not pumpkins, pumps. Oops. There we go. Whatever. So I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And I think 10 is all I need. Two more pumps. Oh, I have one in my inventory. One more pump. Okay, so that's that step done. Now I need electrolytic separators. And I need 9 total. I have 1. I need 8 more. Missing iron. And I have, let's just set up 1. Okay, so it's getting power, it's getting this. I need a purification chamber. And this one, I want to set it down and configure it before I put it up, because I've had trouble with that before. Let's put this here. So now we'll configure it for gases to input here, and energy to input here. Ooh, crusher. Oh, I already have this one set up. Need another of these. And then after the crusher is the enrichment chamber. These may already be configured because I had these set up to... Oh no, I have these backwards because when I had them down below, they were the other way. So this should be input, this should be output. This should be input, this should be output. Excellent. And then smelter is the last one. So input, output, energy from the bottom. Do these all have the energy set up properly? It looks like they do because they have energy. Oh no, they just have individual energy. Cool. Okay, so now I needed an exporter. With a crafting upgrade. And I need an importer. So exporter goes there, importer goes there. Oh. It just saves this little cable in space. And we'll connect it this way. Exporter, we want iron ore. And the last thing I need to do is teach it to make the iron ore. So iron ore is crafted like this. Give it a recipe. I don't have any patterns. And I'll put it right next to the uranium ore. So this, the energy is set up, gas is set up. This needs to input from the top, output to the right. Auto eject. This is set to do this. It just needs a crafting upgrade. Now the system crafts iron ore. It gets put in here. This needs the power configured. How did I do it over here? Oh, I put the power on the back of it. Let's move this one. And I can power every other row. And they'll share the flux point. So this one, change the energy from the back to front. This one, change the energy to the back. Wait. Energy. Back. Gases. Wait, fluids is configured. Gases. We're outputting 2 there. Perfect. Dumping the excess. That'll be working. This is working. This is working. This is working. And this is working. So now we have iron being put back into our system. Yep. Generating iron again. So that should hold us for a while. We can also process this stuff up. Does this work in here? Let me think about that. So, craft this. I should probably put in this step because I get extra out of this. I will do that before I build the rest of these. But for now, I'm just going to let this go. If I use this and I just process it the way I am, starting with the purification chamber, I get 3. If I instead process this through the mechanical squeezer, I get extra iron ore, and when I use these through the purification chamber, I get double it. So I'm missing a step. Hey Gunnif, how you doing? I'm missing a step that I can easily put in that'll get me more, but this will at least get me production going for now. Iron is flowing in pretty quick. I should work on the upgrades for this one though too. So let's do upgrade. I'm gonna need 48 of these. And the energy one I'm also gonna need 48 of. Need more iron to make the upgrades to make the iron go faster. Doing pretty good. I'm having fun playing Minecraft today. I'm working on getting some of the systems set up for my next episode. Basically, I made it so that I have wireless transmission. And so now my center storage, instead of having everything kind of jammed here, I'm moving it to its home. Because each place now has its own space. And it's all one network across the vast structure that I'm designing. Yeah, I should do something to get rid of the rain. Maybe they have an umbrella hat. The rain noise isn't too loud, is it? I have the game sounds down pretty low today. I also set up the little behind the scenes. I set it up so that now I am recording and streaming again at the same time, which means I'm recording the clips of what I'm doing. So if I want to clip anything out and put it in the episode that I'm making, I can do that. Fancy, fancy. Okay, so let's check this out. The bottleneck is probably there. Let's start with doing... Oh, this already has speed upgrades. Oh, because these are the machines that I was using to process all of them earlier. So this one doesn't. Okay, that's going to run radically out of power. Let's go back down to here. Let's cancel this speed upgrade request because I don't need all those. Okay, you're out of power? Better. More energy. More energy upgrades. We need more energy upgrades in there as well. So 8 and 8. This one has 3 and 8. So let's put in the more speed. Means it's gonna run out of energy. I think it'll get caught back up once everything balances out. But it's using... I really wish they hadn't switched it so that it's like FE and RF and all the different things. Just leave me with one thing. Don't make things so complicated. So it's using a ton. I still need to go back and keep working on the power, but the iron was what we needed for that. So this one is full on upgrades. This one, the upgrades, I have 8 and 8. This one, the upgrades are 8 and 8. This one, 8 and 8. And then this one, more energy upgrade. Cool. So basically these increase by a factor of 10. If I don't put the energy upgrades in, I'm using a crap ton of power. But if I put 8 upgrades in, we're doing 8 times the speed for the same amount of power. And that's what we want. I'm still bottlenecking here. But that's okay. We're at least processing iron pretty quickly. Something I can do while I wait for that to get done is up here in resource generation land. Let's go back to center storage and sleep to get rid of this rain. Resource generation land. If I do... So I have... iron nuggets come from sifting sand. And I have this producing me a ton of sand. So if I grab one of our sieves, let's just put it like right here. Do all 3 of them. And then I need ender chests. These are going to need power. And then I need exporters. What I'm doing now is I'm setting the sieves back up to start shifting that gravel, sand, and dust again. I took them down from our starter island, and instead of having like a production line directly into them, I'm going to do it like this. And they will get pulled out of the system over there and exported it. I don't need to actually pull them out of here. I can pull them out of this. Let's pull a piece of gravel and go in this exporter. Sand can go into, not in there, but into this exporter. And dust, which is just starting production, can go in here. So these should start filling up. I need to do meshes. I'm actually going to go back down to center storage for that, because I want to teach it how to do the netherite mesh. Oh, you have to do it that way. Well, we're sticking with diamond mesh for now. Of energy. It's just because I'm running low on power. Upgrades. So these were for the dust. That has one. That now has one. And this has one. Even more things to drain power. Yay! Start crafting some of those. Let's go back to power plant. Okay, so I have a terminal. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's put it up one just to make it look a little cooler. And then the rest of this can get filled in with reactor glass. It's one side done. I'm going to need a power tap. We'll do the same thing. We'll put it right in the middle, up one block, just to make it look kind of cool. This is a cool song. This side we will do the automation. So I need 4 redstone ports. I think I'm gonna put it like this side. Because if it's going to be offset, let's make it intentionally offset so it doesn't look quite as silly. So this is, I got to figure out how these go. This is while below 20. Oh, actually I have to finish building the reactor before I can change any of this. Okay, so that's 3 sides done, and then I need the access ports, so I need 2 of those. think for this one, I'll do it like this and this just to make it balanced. Out of reactor glass. So I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 54, 55 more reactors. What do you think of my reactor? Gonna be super powerful? Okay, I need fuel rods, and they're 9 tall. I think I'm gonna do like a diamond pattern of every other one. So that would be 1, 2, 3, 4. So 16. Thank you. 16 times 9 of these. That's 144. Is that right? Yeah, that's right. Not enough iron. Only 20 available. Yeah. Can I have 9? No. No. You know what? Is everything... Let's check our map. This is loading. This is not chunk loaded. So that means these things are not processing all the time. I'm going to set the priority on this one to 3. That way this one gets power no matter what. Because if I can get this to process faster, I'll get a lot more iron. Because that's my fastest way of getting iron right now. Because even though it's nuggets, they automatically convert into ingots. And you can see it's flowing in real quick. Power. Missing 26, available 28. So I need 26 more of them. We'll just give that a few minutes. I'm going to take a quick break, refill my water, and I'll be right back. I am back. I completely forgot that I stole a zero sugar root beer from my wonderful girlfriend's house. Makes me happy. Don't tell her. I am going to just grab some of this, sit this down, give it some power. And then we'll get some iron, because I'm tired of waiting. Too late for what? You told her already? That's so rude. I also am excited to try that strawberry kiwi energy mix. So after I finish the root beer, I need to try that. I don't really find it that hard to stick with just water, but it is nice to have an energy drinks, especially ones that aren't like full of processed things and salt. Like this is a mix from Kroger, so like it still has all kinds of chemicals that I can't. I don't feel like I put as much of them as they do in the canned one. Why you no do thing? Am I still like just so tapped on energy that like I can't do anything? That is the case. Okay. Just want fuel rods. Okay, cool. I have enough to make the fuel rods now. I need a lot more of those, but for now, if I can get one row done, I can get it. I can get this up and running and at least get some more power flowing. Of course, I'm gonna need. This is 9x9, which is 81, so I need 80 reactors slots. Which needs 77 more iron. Let's give this a higher priority too. Just because I need the iron. Upgrades. Do the energy ones first, since energy is a problem. And then the speed. Nine more. Almost there. So in the end, the goal is we'll have 9 of these fuel rods, or 16 of these fuel rods, I'm sorry, that are 9 tall inside this reactor. And it'll be like a crazy big reactor that will produce crazy power. And we'll find out if we can produce enough fuel to keep it running. But we'll start with just 1 row, 9 tall, and no moderators, just to see how much power that produces. Guess I should use this builder wand that's in my inventory. Okay. So again, I need to look at the other one, know how I'm doing it. This is below 20%. Let's do below 10%. So this is energy amount while below 10. Okay. And then this one is energy amount while above 90 trigger. And then the ones in the middle are, the left one is a 100 and the right one is 0. So control rods, trigger on pulse 100. Control rods, trigger on pulse 0. So now I need two pistons, and a redstone block. This one goes there. There. Redstone block goes there. Now I need a plug to go on the power tap. That means that we can input power. We're going to bypass the limit. I need an exporter and an importer. That's for this side. Input. So on the input, we export. And on the output, we import. Backwards of what you did. Export is uranium. How much uranium do we got? 800. Is it exporting now? Yeah, you can see it's filling up our fuel rod. And it's online, it's producing power, speeding up because the heat's rising. So let's do 9 more fuel rods. Excuse me. And a control rod. Nice thing about this is I can continue to upgrade this, and I'm not going to lose the fuel that I already put in, because if you look, when I break this, it stops being a reactor, but the fuel that's in there and the waste that's in there is still in there. So when I go up here and I put this back down and it becomes a reactor again, it balances out the fuel, automatically goes back. Oh, well, I have to turn it back on, but it automatically goes back to filling the fuel up. And there we go. Reactors are fueling up. And as it heats up, we're now at 21,000, which is almost at what this one is. And we're only at 2 fuel rods. So let's try to make 18 this time. Do 2 at once. I love the auto crafting. It makes life so easy. Just tell it what you want. It gives it you. Where does my auto crafting in real life? Put it here. Here. And this isn't like trying to work out like any super efficiency or anything. I'm just making a bigger reactor to get more power. Later on, I can research and come up with some cool designs for like crazy big reactors and see what kind of power we can get out of them. But for now, we're producing 40,000 with those 4. They're not even full yet. Reactor temperature's getting hotter. Does mean we're using 7 millibuckets per tick here and 1.4 here. So this is much less efficient to produce this power. You can see I'm producing 26 and this is producing 44. It's not even double, and it's going from using 1.4 millibuckets per tick up to 7, which is like 4 times as much. We definitely want to work on efficiency at some point, but I really, especially in this pack, am more of a throw more power at a problem kind of person. And since I'm producing uranium at crazy amounts, why not just burn off uranium? Let's do another 18. Try to do a whole row all at once. Oh, we're missing 8 iron. And this here also, like, I have much more efficient ways of processing the iron, but I need iron now. My iron, and I want it. Okay, and so if I'm adding that many more fuel rods, I need 4 more control rods for right now. And I'm going to grab some diamond blocks. I have a lot of... Actually, I don't have a lot of diamond black. How about platinum? Do I have a lot of platinum? Why do I have so few diamond? Oh, I guess 164 diamond blocks takes a lot. Alright, I'll get diamond production back up soon. Oh, I see what the problem is. I don't have the diamonds set up in a compression thing. I'll do that now. I have plenty of time. What I'm going to do is do these 4. And then before I put this one in, grab our diamonds. I'm going to surround these control rods in diamond. There we go. 200. 250,000 are predict, and you can see we're reaching the point where we're producing more power than we're using. And look at the efficiency on that. The fuel is DAC down to 5. So now when I compare those numbers, this was using 1.4 to produce 26,000. So this is using 6.2, which is 3.5 times more, but I'm producing 10 times more power. So this reactor is much more efficient. So once it gets built, it'll be crazy. But it also means I don't have to worry about power anymore. So if I go back to resource generation, we were struggling to get power into these things. They're not struggling anymore. And I need my upgrades for those, which I was crafting. So now these are processing as fast as I can put them in. I need to get upgrades for the exporter. So stack. I need 3 of these. Missing witch's hat. Oh, that's for the sugar. I need to get farm going. Go see if I have any other options for it down at my mob farm, which is at the starter base. Because I don't have any crops growing yet, but I have some sugar in here. As a temporary user, I was using the extra witch's hats I had to convert into sugar. But that's not going to work. I think what I need to do is make these. Make the nature seeds, and then get into some kind of automated production. Why are you over here? Is it not bright enough over here for this? I'm just trying to think about how I want to handle doing this. Do I want to get into farming right now? Or do I want to come up with another solution? I think that going into the farming stuff would make a lot of sense because I have a lot of bottlenecks that for based on farming right now. But the real big issue is I think I want to do garden cloche for that. Garden cloches use crops, and there's a bunch they can do, and then you pump water in and power, and then they produce you crops. And I like them, but there's a lot to do to get into them, because I have to make treated wood. Making an engineer's workbench isn't going to be hard. I was working on this and then I stopped. Why did this not... Why is this not importing the things? Auto eject. Oh wait, this is... It's because I have more than 5. I just was thinking about this because I'm going to need paper to make the engineer's workbench. Engineer's workbench isn't hard, so that's easy. This is easy, I can already craft this, but I have to do treated planks. And to do treated wood planks, I need creosote. To make creosote, I need to do... Ooh, I can do it with a pyrolyzer? Let's do that. I didn't really want to go through the whole process of setting up the immersive engineering full coke system, but this looks promising. So let's grab this. And we'll put that in with our thermal machines, which are... Did I scroll past them? Yeah, oh, they're right at the top. So now make a pyrolyzer. I'm missing nether bricks. Nether bricks aren't hard. Portal. I love that portal charm. You don't have to wait for the portal to load. It's like you're in creative. I need to borrow some of your nether bricks. Stop trying to kill me. You aren't strong enough. Ooh, they gave it a good college try. That portal charm is this one here. It just, all it is a charm that makes it so that when you go through portals, you travel through quickly instead of waiting for the load time. I love it. It's amazing. I need it in vanilla. Back here. So while I'm waiting on this, I want to check. I'm not filling this drive up too fast, am I? The reason I was thinking about it is resource generation. I used to have it so that these chunks were processed immediately, and they're not processed. I don't have anywhere in the storage wall for the chunks to go, and I'm getting a ton of them. But I have 16 million storage for now. I might want to consider working on making another 16 million storage part, but I need resources for it, so not right now. Worst case scenario, if I have to, I'll use a section of the wall to put the chunks in and then flush them out of the system, and it won't be a big issue. But okay, that's done. Okay, so let's sit this down and see how this works. So to make creosote oil, all I do is put in logs. I get charcoal and creosote. Yes. So let's put this in line here. Need an exporter and an importer. Actually, let's just do the importer. I don't need the exporter because I don't have automated log production right now. Anyway, once I get it, I'll set that up. But for now, I just want to drop some logs off to get some creosote. So we'll do the importer. I need a detector. Actually, I don't even need that right. Just need this. We'll work on that later. But for now, this is importing fluids. This is getting power. Side configure, we're going to, on the back, we'll export the fluids. And so now I just grab some logs. And throw them in here. Is this all very, very complicated for you? You following along? You having a fun time with it? Okay, so if I go to my fluid panel, I now have creosote in here. So, treated planks. They are made with this recipe. But if I go to make them, I need a bucket of creosote. And so let's do this recipe. And that can go in here. Now our system knows how to make buckets of creosote. But I'm missing 625 millibucket. But that is processing. I think I also need an importer to pour that charcoal out. Which will be fine. It is very, very complicated, but very fun. This is the kind of stuff I like figuring out. So I want to import items, so we're going to also set this to import out. That way the charcoal goes out. Basically, I'm storing the fluid digitally. And once I get a bucket of creosote, I'll be able to make the treated wood planks. So now let's teach the system how to make the garden cloche. Helps if I spell garden correctly. What? How? You're supposed to be inside your pen. What are you doing? He started it. Maybe his pen's too small, so he spawned inside the glass. You say all, but you haven't had to deal with the fact that they spawn hundreds of them. Hundreds. If I go to any island... Alright, well this one's new, so it's not there. But if I go to, like... If I go up here... I didn't even make one up here. Alright. Touché. But I have these white trader carpets, so they spawn on those on every island because they spawn everywhere. They just don't ever leave you alone. Trying to sell you stuff. Worse than the Mormons. No offense to the Mormon. Uh-oh, I'm getting canceled. Okay, so I need to know how to make an incandescent light bulb. That needs to go into an engineer's workbench. That's going to be complicated, I think. But for now, I can just work on making the engineer's work. I don't need to know how to make that, I just need to make it. But I need... let's just teach it how to make it. Because then it'll tell me what I need. It needs to know how to make an engineer's crafting table. That, I need to know how to make treated wood slabs and treated sticks. I need more patterns. And then let's do treated sticks. Once the system knows how to make the stuff, I never have to teach it how to make that again. At least there's that. Engineer. So, treated wood slabs. Didn't I just teach it how to make treated wood slabs? Yeah, so why do you say you need treated wood slabs? You know how to craft those. Is it a different kind? I'll just put both the recipes in. Then it won't be an issue. I don't know how that's different at all. But whatever. Treated wood planks, missing 3. You know what I think the issue is? This recipe. I want to turn off exact. So if I go back here, vertical planks and package planks. So what recipe is using? This pattern uses exact mode. This uses exact mode. Use exact. This uses exact. Start over. Okay, so engineers workbench doesn't use exact. Does it not show up now? It does. That's weird. So I need an engineer's crafting table. I need that recipe to not use exact mode. Treated sticks. Treated planks. So this goes there. This goes there. So what was happening was, because I had it on exact mode, when I did this recipe, it was using a specific variant of those planks. I didn't know how to make it. So now it's all good. It'll use whichever one I have, and since I have a recipe for one of them, it's trying to make it with that recipe. Oops. Why are these different? So now engineer, workbench, start. And if we watch our crafting monitor, oh, it's done already. It made us our engineer's workbench. So this, I think, is going to be something that's difficult to automate. So I think what I might do is just, I'm not going to need a ton of garden cloches. So iron mechanical components I can automate. But so let's say I need 10 of these. Iron plate. Doesn't know how to make iron plate? I can go in here and be like, okay, I'm going to need 10 incandescent light bulbs. And then these, I need, each one needs, oh, you get 3. So I just need copper, glass, and paper, or bamboo. I think it might be regular glass, but that's fine. And so in here, and then I also need this blueprint. Okay. I guess if I might be able to automate this. Let's try it. Let's move it to the back. If it just depends on whether we're able to. Let's see if that works. So we would leave the. Yeah, see, the problem is that there's multiple recipes. Yeah, I'm not going to mess with it for now. I may look into how to do it, but I'm just going to do it manually. The problem is that when you do it, there's multiple recipes in here. I don't know how to make it select certain ones. Copper, glass, paper. So for now, I think I'm just gonna like make a bunch of these, throw them in the system, and then when I go to make cloches, if I don't have enough, I'll just manually make them. But I want to do like 10 of these to start. That's gonna take a long time though, I just realized, because it's probably gonna be waiting on. Oh no, it was able to make a lot of those. I guess this went faster than I expected it to. What is it waiting on? It's making the iron plates. I guess I was thinking that the creosote would be like my bottleneck there. That's not. I was able to make it pretty fast. I guess you don't need a lot. You only need 2 planks, and you get 8 of these from each one. So to make 10 of them, you need 20, which means you only needed to craft 3. So I only needed 3 buckets full of creosote. And this produces it pretty quick. First thing I want to automate with the garden cloches is to automate growing logs so that I can stock the system with logs so I can make more treated planks so I can make more gardens. Eventually I won't have to worry about the rain. You mentioned that, Gunna. That's because you look at this over here. I started building it, but I wanted to speed up my glass production. This is the beginning of a very, very large dome that's going to go over the entire island. And so we'll be inside. In fact, if you come down here... I still have it set up to do it. I can turn the preview on. There's going to... all this blue is the outline of where the glass is going to be placed. And so this is going to be a clear sphere that goes around our entire build. And these platforms that are intersected, they're going to have their own sphere built around that are different colors to represent the different areas of the base. And where they intersect, I will, change it up so that there is, it's like one giant shape. It's going to take a long, long time because glass is hard to make currently. We'll turn that off so I'm not generating lots of stuff. And in the end, my goal is to I'm going to build a structure out here in the corners. I'm going to make it look like it's kind of like a tesseract shape that's like expanding and contracting on itself over and over and over. That's the goal. Pretty ambitious. We'll see if I can get it to work the way I want it to. It's going to be pretty epic. Okay, there's 7. It's still crafting more of the iron plates, but I can at least get one down. I want to try to automate the production with this. So, sapling. Put a bunch of this stuff away for now. Okay, so trying to think where I probably want to do another island for this. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 left. So, like somewhere for growing stuff would be one. What do you think I should call that island to make it cool? Oh, that's weird. Why are you breaking? Why are you breaking my life? My system run out of power or something? Being weird. Oh. Must have just been a hiccup. Let's do a network receiver, network transmitter, and a Finnegan's Island of Shenanigans. That's not exactly descriptive of the growth center that I want to make, but I mean it's arguably hilarious. How about Finnegan's Island of potted plants? Growth shenanigans. Okay. You just really want me to have an island that's name has shenanigans in the name. Alright, you can decide where it's gonna go too. I have 3 more spots on the lower section and 1 more spot up top. Up top I think would make sense because that's where the sunlight's gonna reach. But what do you think? Okay. Oh. Need a piece of cobblestone. Can I borrow you? Finnegan's Island of Growth Shenanigans. Okay, hold on. How was that? So if I go in the Finnegan's, I'm looking this way. So the receiver would be like right here. Grid on top. Network card. Finnegan's. All right, shenanigan. Uh-oh, there's not 2 ends. Situated conveniently near the sunshine so that the shenanigans can grow to their full shenanigan potential. So says Gunna. How's that? I think I misspelled shenanigans in here. I did. Gotta fix it. Must be fixed. Finnegan Island of Growth. And then technically this is how you spelled it. Shenanigans. But I'll fix it for you. Don't you worry. Shenanigans? How does that shorten it? It's like 2 letters shorter. Oh, you mean shorten the whole thing to Shenanigans? Okay, so let's put one of these down. We're gonna start our growth center. I gotta go sleep so that this rain goes away. This needs to be up higher. So. There we go. So we need power. Power we can do in the form of the flux points. Cool. Powered up. For the water, I was thinking we would try, see, we may have to increase our importing if we do this, but we can export water from our system because we have water in our system. So let's put that on the front. At the front or the back? This front, that's the back. Let's do it there. So water. Export fluids. Water. Well, for now, we'll just connect you like this. Water going in. Oh, I already have the saplings in my inventory. Oh, don't tell me you can't grow saplings in these. You dirty, dirty bugger. Actually, no, that's fine. I have a plan. Oak logs can be made by growing wood essence. Those can be grown in here. So we need wood seeds. Which means we need to get into infusion craft. So let's go. Because I think I want to grow everything using the mystical agriculture stuff. So let's go here. We need to do... We're going to do the seeds. No, nature essence. Yeah, that's what we need. Nature seed. So we need to build these. We need to build one of these. I don't think I really need to teach it how to build it because I'm probably going to build this once. Oh, why not? I need one of these. I need red wool. The system needs to know how to make red wool. Know how to make red dye. Do I have any? I don't have roses. I have 12 poppies. I think what I'm going to do is just use these to make red dye for now. And then I'm going to teach it dye essence here. But so let's go to mystical agriculture again. Craft one of these. And then for the nature seeds, I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 spaces. So that means I need to make 8 altar. Wait. Nope. The other way around. I need one of these. And I need 7 more of these. Glad I figured that out, because that would have been annoying. Gonna need one of these. Make this nature seeds. Need to make prosperity seeds. We'll just do one for now. We should probably teach the system how to make prosperity. I'm gonna do those a lot. And then for nature seeds, hold on, is that the one I actually need for oak logs? Oak logs, wood essence. Wood essence is grown from wood seed. To grow these, I need prosperity seed base. I need 4 logs and 4 inferior. Okay, I think that this can just go over here for now. So this goes down, and it marks where these go. The seed goes in the middle. 4 logs go around. The Inferium goes around. And then we need to send in a redstone signal. Then we get a fancy animation. We get our seed. We're going to need some dirt. Go back up to Finnegan's. Now I put a piece of dirt in the cloche. And I put the wood seeds in there. What? It says right here you work. Why you no work? Well, I just realized I've been streaming for almost 3 hours. So, even though it says this should work, it doesn't work. And I don't quite understand why. Oh, I see it. I can't go in with the dirt. I need Inferium farmland. Can I craft that? How do I make farmland? Scott uses a red matter hoe. Okay, well, you need to know how to make a hoe. Doesn't have to be a red matter one, though. I guess if you're going to make a hoe, you might as well go big. Go big. Back to Finnegan's. There we go. We did it. So that was our exporter. Now I need an importer. So with fertilizer, I think I can speed this up. But frankly, this is the kind of thing where it takes very little power and it takes very little water. And so if I just have this growing for every time, all the time I'm playing, it can keep growing and growing and growing. And we'll get tons and tons of this. I need to see. It's not coming out here, so I think maybe this needs to be on a specific side for the import to work. If I remember correctly, I think it's that side with the black hole thing there. Maybe not. Let's try the top part. Oh, that works. That's cool. Then I can export in the bottom, import in the top. I'm exporting fluid there, though. Can I do another exporter? Actually, before I do that, I don't think I need to export, because I don't think it consumes the seed. Because I didn't put another seed in there, and it keeps going. So at least for this one, I don't even need to worry about it. So that's nice and elegant. Let's see, can I power this from the bottom? Because if I can, that'll be really fancy. Doesn't appear to connect that way. Can I power? I probably can power from the top, though. Yeah, that's even cooler looking. And yeah, it's getting power. The power up from the top. Import what we grow here, export water here. Seed goes in, this goes in. If we wanted to, we could export fertilizer from underneath if we need to. You still growing? Yeah, it's just grows slow. That's fine. And now that we have that wood essence for us to make logs, we can teach the system. Go do this quick. Teach the system this recipe. I'll just put it right here for now. And so when I need more logs, I can go in here and I can craft 10. It's going to craft 16 because it's going to use those 3. And I can craft oak logs pretty quick. And the really cool thing about this is, let's look at mystical seeds. I have all these different seeds, so I can do it for all the different things. It's just a matter of getting the seeds made. And once I have them, I can grow all kinds of stuff, all the way up to, like, you know, I can do diamond seeds, platinum seeds. I can do all the things, even mob drops. It's definitely something worth getting to. Cool. I think that during my next YouTube episode, I'm going to focus on, I'll show off the stuff we moved around during the stream, and then we're going to work more with this and set up an island. I think this should get moved up to the Finnegan's Island of Growth Shenanigans, because it's where it belongs. But I set it up down here because I want to build this on camera during the episode so I can show people. So I have one more episode that's already ready. It will go out sometime this week. And then this one will be my other episode for the week. Oh, if I had broken the altar, it looks like it would have broken all of them all at once. Silly. And then I can show that and work on getting some growth going on for other things. There's crazy amount of things you can do too, because you can do like all the different dyes rather than setting up different systems for them. I can just get dye essence, and then there's a different recipe. So like if you use 3 dye essence there, you get magenta. If you put the dye essence in this pattern, you get blue dye. So once I set up to grow dye essence, I can get all 16 of the dyes. And to make the dye seeds, all I need is this dye agglomeratio. I can never pronounce that word. I've tried many times. Agglomeratio. But I also need to get to Prudentium, but these is just 4 dyes. So in order to make the dye seeds, I just need 16 dyes, and then I need to make Prudentium. And I have all this in here to send in. So that's a good start. Anyway, I'll have to set it up so I can grow more of that as well. But I think that'll be the next thing I work on. But I think I'm going to call it for today. We've been streaming for just about 3 hours. It was fun. I got a lot done. Thank you for those of you that visited. Thank you also for people that are watching on the YouTube. As you know, I put the videos up on YouTube as soon as they're done. Grapefruit. I'll grow some grapefruit for you, Si. And that way you can watch the replays. My schedule I'm trying to stick with going forward is Tuesday and Thursday. I will do a Hogwarts stream, and on the weekend, if there is time, I will get a stream going either Saturday or Sunday. That'll just be a miscellaneous stream, and then I'll have 2 to 3 videos going out each. It all just depends on time with work and everything else. But as always, it was a lot of fun, and I will see you later. Bye-bye.